Okay, what I have here is an antique Flobert 22 rifle, single shot, made around 1860s, maybe early 1870s. This was also called the Parlor Rifle, where old-time rich people, the men usually, would go down in an area in their house, or their mansions, I guess you would say, or wherever they're at, maybe their private clubs, and have a big cigar, a drink, and they would sit and bullshit and plink this rifle out and see what they could shoot. Put some targets up in the basement, or like I said, in a club, and it came in like different calibers: 9mm, 7mm, 4mm. This actually is 6mm. You could use 6mm. My dog. You can also use 22 BB caps or CB caps. 22 shorts you could use. I don't recommend using 22 long rifle or anything like that, considering how old it is, and the pressure I don't think would hold this, because usually this was cast iron when this was made. You know, the ejector, and the barrel is an octagon, full octagon barrel, which is really nice. Most of them are round barrels or half octagon, but this one's in really good shape. It works 100%. I cleaned it. Let me see if I could get a shot of the butt pad. Yeah, just a regular steel butt pad. The wood, you know, has its dings and scratches and stuff like that, but it's still in good shape. Let's see if I can turn it around for you. There is a chunk right there that was, I guess, in its heyday, came apart, and it still looks fine. I mean, it's still functionable. A lot of these cracked around in this area. See if I can put this thing up with one hand. It's really hard doing this with one hand. All right, so a lot of these would crack up in here in time, and if you look online, you'll see a lot of these that are cracked stocks. They were just used and abused. Very inexpensive rifles at the time. Ammunition was super cheap. As you can see, this is a 6mm cone breech cap. If you could see, it has the pointed cone shape. They also have BB caps, which this would be a BB cap, which would be like a half moon round BB cap on the top. And basically, like, this is not loaded with gunpowder or anything. It's just a primer that makes the bullet itself come out the barrel, and it's pretty powerful. It's actually not bad at all. It's kind of noisy if you use these in pistols. It's kind of a loud cap gun, I would say. So if you're in the backyard, you could. It's like you're shooting off, I guess, small lady finger firecrackers. That would be the noise issue with these. So it's not too bad, but if you put them in a rifle like this, it's not loud at all. So it makes very limited noise. But as you can see, it has original sights, front and rear. There's the front. Now the way you load this is you just cock this back all the way. It has a great spring still. It's very tight action. And then you pull the ejector, and then it has, this one particular has a firing pin, as you can see right there, which still is really nice. And then there's your injector, shell injector right there. See if I can clear it up a little bit. So this thing works really well. So as you put your 22 in there, as you can hear, the spring action just snaps it shut, and then you're ready to fire. So, you know, the pin will hit the back of the your 6mm or 22 short or whatever, just like they all do. well, not all these, because some of these were really different. Sometimes what it had was, it would have like a plate like this on top of your hammer, which would be, then you would load your 22 here, and the plate would hold the force. So say this was on this plate here was on your hammer, it would have like a little bump out on the plate, just like horizontal, and then the horizontal on the cast iron would just bang this out and just, you know, make it perform. So now this is 6mm, like I said, but you could still use the 6mm in here. These right here are BB caps, which are original 22 BB caps. There's just a slight difference in size, but nothing spectacular. These are never been opened, so I'm not going to open these right yet. But believe it or not, these are expensive to get, which I don't know why, and I don't know why they're not still making them, because, you know, these would be, I think, a good seller for even kids to plink if you could find a small area to go out in the backyard or so and make sure it's safe, and the noise level would be like practically nothing. But I don't know why they discontinue them. Maybe because they don't want any kids playing with them, I don't know. But they're very, very expensive to get. So something like this with the ammunition, this will run you anywhere from $50 to $100 for a box of these for 100 rounds. That's what's in here, is 100 rounds. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. You see 100 cartridges for almost, they're the same size as these. And this has 100 rounds in it at 6mm, and they'll run you the same thing, about $50 to $80 or so for a small one of these. I mean, look at the price. This price was $14, but I don't know how long ago that was established, you know, when that was written on here at $14. But even $14 is a lot of money when you think about it, for something that's not even expensive to make. So there you go, Flobert 22, and very nice shape, still working order. You can use shorts, regular 22 shorts or whatever. Just a really neat all-around 22 or 6mm. So anyhow, there you go. All right.